this is going to be my first time car stealth camping. Something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Last week or so I've been slowly getting the car ready. I made some window blackout covers. Got a mattress and blankets, and we'll go through all that later. But I think it's supposed to be about 29 to 30 degrees Fahrenheit tonight, so is that negative 2 degrees Celsius? So it's going to be chilly. I'm going downtown in the city here, and not cooking tonight. I'm actually meeting a friend for dinner at a restaurant, so try to bring you along for part of that. And then I will be making breakfast in the morning. And so yeah, I guess I'll bring you back when we get closer. Okay, we are coming through the downtown area here. Where I'll be sleeping is 2 streets down towards the river. It's actually the last street before the river, so it actually might be a little bit colder down there. Guess we'll see. There's our farmer's market, or community market. And I'm getting ready to turn the head down, so I'll bring you back in a minute. This is the street I'm going to park on. And I'm going to go up here about halfway through the cobblestones. Too close to these apartments. I'm thinking this next section right here, maybe just past the scooters, and I think right here will be good. Okay, found the spot, and now I'm going to get everything set up before I start getting a little bit comfy before dinner. First thing, we'll be getting these window covers in. I made these last week. It's 2 layers of Reflectix and then some black fabric glued to one side and then kind of wrapped around and glued down to the other. Fits pretty well. There might be a couple little tiny gaps. I hope I get that worked out a bit better in the future. But let me get these in and then bring you back. Okay, the blackout panels are up. Just need to do the front. It's for that. I have this blackout curtain that I glued little strips of Velcro to. There's one you can see, because it actually sticks to my headliner. Not really well, but enough to hold this up. And I've got a couple clips to hold it closer in on the sides. So let me get that up, and then we should be all blacked out. And done. Let's take a quick look. It's pretty well sealed. And of course I got all the other panels up. I'll go out later and just kind of do a walk around with the light on. Let's see, actually I can turn this down. Oh, it's already down all the way. pretty bright. I have a light that's not as bright that I'll probably use most of the time. Plus it's colored, so I can put it on red, which will show through even less. But that's it. Just need to get out. Actually, I need to keep my voice down. I keep forgetting. When you're in here, it sounds like you're just like locked away from everything. But I don't want somebody that might be walking by to hear me. But good thing, there's street lights here, so there's little pinholes of light. Hopefully this look like a reflection. And it's going to be cold. Nobody's going to be paying that much attention, I hope. And I'm in the back, which is towards the street. So if somebody walks by on the path in front of the car, they'll be further away. So let me get a couple of things out of the front that I need in the back. And yeah, then we'll start chilling for a while. So one of the big problems with car camping is condensation. So I'm hoping to avoid having my inside the front window completely covered in water in the morning by using these. They are 1/2 kilogram desiccant packs. So I'm going to throw these up in the corners there. I'll leave them like that, and we'll see if they do any good at all. Okay, let me talk a little bit what I have. Of course, see all the blockout material. So, what I'm going to sleep on is I have this kind of reflective blanket material. A inflatable mattress. It's actually made for a truck bed, but you can inflate one side or the other, and it's kind of folds in the middle, or in a couple places actually. So it's already inflated. I can fold it back, leave it out of the way until I'm ready to go to bed. Of course, I have a pillow in the back. I've got a couple blankets. I also have some down booty. My feet get cold pretty easily, so I've got some booties for when I go to bed, just in case, keep my feet warm. Now this is a Subaru Crosstrek, so it's not very long. So in order to get, for me to be able to lay out completely, I need to fill the footwell area under where I sleep. So this table right here is perfect. Kind of see it goes in a straight line from the seat all the way across. My head will be right there. And actually, I've got a block of wood that I'll put on later that's going to lift this up level like that. So if I heat up some water or want to do some food in the morning, I have a nice level, secure place to do that. And of course down here I've got my cooking supplies. I've got this GOLABS R300 battery pack, or solar generator. It's a lithium iron phosphate battery. It's 299 watt hours. It has a 300 watt pure sine wave inverter. And of course it has all the USB jacks and DC outputs. Probably the only reason I might need that is running the GoPro that's up front, if I even decide to try that, and then the old phone to use as a monitor to go with that. Although I did bring a big laptop, I might do some video editing later, and if I do too much of that and it starts to, the battery on that starts to drain down, then I actually can plug that directly into the AC output on that GOLABS. So that's the main everything. It's actually quite cozy in here. It's warmed up immediately once I blocked everything off, which it's, the cold's going to seep in later. But most importantly now is a beer. This is Sierra Nevada Thankful IPA. I've had this before, it's really good. Anything Sierra Nevada is really good, even though they're like a big company. So let me set you up over here. And try to be quiet. Bottle opener. This is actually 3D printed this. It's pretty cool. It has a penny that you shove in to be able to open the metal top. It was not very quiet at all. So tuck that back in there. And there, yep. Cheers. Okay, I just heard a car pull up probably 5 or 6 spaces down. Heard them get out, lock their car, and chat as they walk by. So if I can hear people walking or talking as they walk by, I'm sure they could hear me if I was talking too loud. So I definitely need to watch that. It's actually not as busy down here as I thought it would be for a Friday night. There's a restaurant that way and 2 more right over here. And there's apartments on this side and the whole next street up the hill. There's more restaurants and more apartments. So it's actually 6 o'clock now, so it might actually be busier over the next couple hours, but I'm leaving to go eat dinner to meet my friend at 7. So at least during that time, I don't have to worry about anyone hearing me in here. And then hopefully later tonight, most people will be gone and home. I don't have to worry about it as much. So it is now 6:18. Somebody driving by. I'm probably gonna watch something on the iPad, maybe some YouTube videos or something on Netflix for about the next half hour before I head up the hill 2 streets up. 2 streets up to where I'm having dinner. So I will bring you back in a bit. Okay, I think they've passed. So, yeah, I'm still kind of hesitant with the light. Just because I haven't been out to kind of double check all the windows. So when I hear voices, I kind of shut everything down real quick. Maybe here pretty soon I'll get out and take a look. But they've gone. Luckily, the people that walk by are usually pretty loud. So yeah, I'll bring you back in a bit. Okay, so here's the car. The big white light is on inside. I'd say that was pretty good. Anyone walking by is not going to see a thing. So, it's time for me to walk up the hill to go get dinner. Getting close. It's probably about 39 degrees now.
Mushroom twist Beyond Burger.
Alright, dinner was awesome. Really tasty. Had a few drinks, and now I'm heading right down 2 streets to where my car is. Okay, back down the bottom. The river is like right over there, past that field. Strangely, more cars here now than when I came here at 6 o'clock. See the 2 cars on either side are still there. Let's go ahead and cross And here we are. So, looks to be clear. Time to get in. And in. Now, if I can just find my light. There we go. All right. So I think I'll leave this heavy coat on for a while. It is getting cold outside. So, let me get settled. Maybe start watching some videos or working on some of my own videos. But either way, I'll bring you back in a minute. So, back in the car. Dinner was great. Definitely colder than it was when I left. Let's see what the temperature is outside. Oh yeah, we're down into like 37. It's definitely dropping. Not freezing yet, but it will be. So, to decide if I want to watch some videos or actually have some video editing to do. Because I'm working on the Ramblers video, which is my other YouTube page, which is linked in my About section in this video or YouTube page, where my girlfriend and I, we explore abandoned places. So we do anything from abandoned old farmhouses to restaurants to even huge state asylums from back in the 1800s. So check that out if you want. So I'm working on one of our videos from that. So I might do that, or I might just watch some YouTube videos, or I don't know. Either way, before I do anything, it's time for some whiskey from Betty Page. Sláinte. So yeah, let me get settled, figure out what I'm going to do, and yeah, I'll see you in a minute. I hear the car next to me starting up and leaving. That leaves the vehicle on this side, 2 spots over, still here. It is now 9:16. There's another car going by. So yeah, it's starting to clear out. Which is fine. But they can't see anything. I'm more worried about them hearing if I'm talking. So, be interested to see if this other car leaves soon. I'll let you know. Alright, so right now I'm watching The Backyard Hiker with live stream. And talking to people on that. So, if you see this Backyard Hiker, I am watching you right now while I'm doing this car stealth camp. Alright, so there's other vehicles. They're finally leaving. I heard them walk by, they're talking. There's been a lot of traffic, which it's 9:45. I think everything's shutting down. So all the people down here are leaving because all the restaurants are closing. Which means in a few minutes it should be like dead. Not a lot of people. You know, have to worry about it being so quiet. Okay. Time to set up for bed. So you can see it's level. If I pull out the 2x4 now, oh, hold on. Somebody walking by. This way. And the car going by. Alright, well, I'm going to continue on. Just a little bit more quiet. So, with the pillow. Alright, so take the mattress and flip it down. Slide that back and right down. Right. Let me finish getting this set up. Now I'll bring you back. I have my sleeping bag that I think I'm going to use more of as a quilt. I unzipped it and pull it over me. And then over that, I have another blanket that I use for camping, so I know it's pretty warm. And that should be plenty. It's not even below freezing yet. It's probably way overkill. And I've got my down booties for my feet, if my feet get cold. So there's still a lot of yelling, like people talking loud and yelling somewhere that way. I can't tell if it's on this street or if it's on the street up the stairs that I went up earlier, because there's like a big riverwalk area up there. So I don't know, but I know they're not super close, so I'm not too worried about them hearing anything or seeing any light coming through here. So yeah, I'm about to go to bed. It's about 11 o'clock. And yeah, I'm all cozied up in my sleeping bag and all the blankets. I think it's gonna be toasty warm. So I will see you in the morning. If I can drag myself out of bed when it's below freezing in the morning and make some espresso and some breakfast, which I have one of my freeze-dried breakfasts that I make. And yeah, if I can drag myself out and make that, I will see you then. Yeah, so good night. and see you in the morning. First up, I'm going to get some espresso going. And then what I'm going to eat is one of my homemade freeze-dried meals. And this one's a sausage gravy and biscuits. It's one of the first ones I made, so it doesn't have my fancy label on it that I have now. But let me get the burner going and get this espresso first. Alright, let's get this open. These tear tabs are hard to get with even this thick Mylar bag. There we go. Alright, so inside there's the biscuit portion, which I haven't separate because that allows me to have the biscuits how I want. I can put them in early as soon as I put the water in, and they'll be soft, completely soft with the gravy. Or you can put them in later and have a little crunch to them, which I think is what I'll do. And let's get the oxygen absorber out. And there is our sausage gravy. Doesn't look like much now. Super light. Almost like styrofoam. So, get the water going. This takes 3/4 cup. It should not take long to heat up. Instantly start breaking down and absorbing that moisture. So just give it a good stir, and then we're going to seal it up for a few minutes before we put the biscuits in. Then after that, we'll let it sit another few minutes and it should be ready. Okay, let's get these biscuits in.
another good stir. It's almost there. But we're going to let it sit for another couple minutes. Okay, so normally you would eat this right out of the bag. Long spoon. But I'm going to put it out in a bowl just so I can show you guys. Let's set this down here for a second so I don't spill it everywhere. That's about it. Set that somewhere. There we go. Sausage gravy and biscuits that I made maybe 4 months ago. The first meals I made when I got my freeze dryer. Let's give it a taste test. And here it is. It's so good. It's super peppery. This is the way I like it because I made it. And it has a little bit of kick to it too. I'm trying to remember what I put in it. It may have been a little bit of, a tiny bit of Carolina Reaper powder. It's not a lot. It's got a kick. I use Scotch bonnet a lot too. It's nothing like a hot, just homey meal when you're out. And the biscuits still have a crunch. Some are soft, some are crunchy, which is perfect. I could have left it a little bit longer if I wanted them all to be a little softer. Or waited until the very end and just sprinkle them on top if I want them more like croutons. Alright guys, I'm going to finish this up. And then I guess I'll get my shoes on and wait for a break. It's actually, traffic's starting to pick up. I've heard a couple sets of people walk by. So I guess it's starting to warm up. I think when I woke up at 8 o'clock, it was 31 degrees. So it's probably above freezing by now. It's hard to tell because I'm cooking. It's really warmed up in here. But I guess I'll pop out, get the car started. We'll see how well the windshield looks. It's probably going to be frosty on the outside. I'm just hoping the inside isn't soaking wet. So then I'll get the car warming up, come back, pull down these shades real quick, and be headed home. Not sure if I mentioned this, but I did make this with vegetarian sausage. I think it was the Morningstar brand. It has the least amount of grease in it, because you don't want a lot of oil or butter in your freeze-dry recipes, because those don't actually freeze-dry. You can have them in there, but they'll likely go rancid if you're trying to keep your freeze-dry meals for 10 to 20 years. So this gravy I made without butter or oil, and then I used the least fatty vegetarian sausage I could find. So I imagine these meals would keep for a good 15 to 20 years, if not more.
Okay, as far as I can tell, the coast is clear, so. Until I set off my own alarm. That was absolutely genius. Fucking ridiculous. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, we still have a lot of condensation in here. I'm not sure how well these work, which they may have helped. I don't know. But clearly not enough. Yeah, that's all on the inside. I don't think there's much you can do about that. Once I get my side window visors, that's going to help a lot by keeping more airflow in. But I don't think we'll ever be able to completely keep that from happening when camping in such a small car. But let's see. Let's get that down. And let me go ahead and kind of stow some stuff back here. Oh, got my coffee. Don't want to spill that. The important stuff. Let's just set that right there for now. There we go. And yeah, let me go back. Get those covers off while the car is warming up. And then I'll be ready to roll out of here. You can see people are out walking their dogs now. So I figured we'd probably be the first people out. There's semi-apartments up on the next level. And some down here. But kind of wiping the windshield down as it dries. Definitely have to come out and properly clean that. It's going to be all streaky. But that'll be after I get home. You can see the traffic is definitely picked up. This is supposedly some of the original roadway for the city. Is the old cobblestone that they uncovered and reworked a few years ago. I say a few years, it's probably more like 5. But it's nice. It's a nice, pretty nice area down here. They've really revitalized the downtown area here. 15 to 20 years ago, all these buildings were pretty much abandoned and it was not a place you went at all. But now, most of the buildings are apartments or businesses, and you see up there, that's the Riverwalk. If you're up there, there's seating, and you can really see the river, which is right over there. So they've done a really good job kind of bringing this area back to life. So I think it's about time to go. I think my windshield is good enough. And I can get out of here. 10-minute drive back to my house through town. Had a great time on my first car stealth camp, so I'll definitely be doing this again. Learned a few things, some things I didn't need. So next time will be a little more smooth, hopefully.